And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Towns is out there with Mr. Fundamentals, and it's Reed in at the center position. And for New Orleans, in the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. And it's Nance in at the 5 down low. Always exciting to see two teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
Now here's McCollum, and he really played well against Denver. Nance finds McCollum. From outside, off the mark. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Conley against McCollum. Tipped away and stolen by Williamson. Count it, good.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
To the middle, here's Mr. Fundamentals. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
McCollum outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Jones. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
McCollum kicks to Nance. Edwards against Jones. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Now here's Edwards. Coming in.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. McCollum with the ball. In the corner, it's Ingram. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Conley, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assist from.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Here's Towns. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Rejected by Ingram.
And great use of length by Ingram. Able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Conley against Nance. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. No good on the 3. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I mean, it's a big-time victory when you can just storm back like they did. Didn't have a good first half, but completely outdid themselves, particularly in that third quarter.
Here's Towns. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's McCollum. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
Now here is Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Now here's McCollum. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Pass to Reed. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Williamson. New Orleans in the lead. And Jones slams it in.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Each team has played more than just a few games. This deep into the season, Doris, is it too early to call a team or a player a surprise?
I think so, because the year is so long. So often we'll see a team in the first 20 games either outperform or underperform what we expect, and they'll usually find their level.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley dishes to Towns. Outside Conley. To the paint. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Towns. They get a hand on it. Edwards passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Towns. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Nance. A 14-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Jones against Edwards. Shoots from the line. Hits the front of the rim and out.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by New Orleans. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Towns. Conley feeling it out. To the inside, Mr. Fundamentals, and that one is stuffed right through.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And Nance kicks to McCollum. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Inside, and stolen by Williamson. Takes it inside, lays it up, and banks it in. Williamson's got 6 points.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 23 points for him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Yep, that one goes.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now here's McCollum. Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. Nance dishes to McCollum. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Rebound, Minnesota.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Towns against Williamson. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Hey, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That one drops. He ties it up.
And that...
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Reed is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. It's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Edwards from 12 feet out. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Rejected by Ingram. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First team foul.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Number 99.
They haven't been afraid of getting hit on the way up, marching their way to the line and capitalizing.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans. Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. Here is Edwards. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, defended by Jones, and the dunk by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hawkins kicks to Ingram. Passes it to McCollum. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big three, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Now here's Williamson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Reed. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Williamson. Stolen by Reed. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Edwards. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Hawkins kicks to Williamson. Cullen passes to Williamson. 9 feet out. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. Ingram outside. On the wing, Jones. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now the pass to Towns. Shoots over Ingram. Towns, no luck.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Jones, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Hawkins. Jones for 3, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, defended by Jones.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Ingram against Towns. Right at the free throw line. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's McLaughlin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 8. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
The throw good, McCollum.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan McLaughlin. Now here's Conley. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Towns. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Down low.
An aggressive take from Ingram inside, turning the whistle in the process.
The Pelicans have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The first one falls. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is number 1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. You look at Mr. Fundamentals, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 8.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Here's Ingram. No good that time. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Good D by Williamson. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Marshall can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, defended by Jones. Reed kicks to Towns. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Conley. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, defended by Jones. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Williamson with the block.
Erased by Zion. He went for it with a lot of enthusiasm.
And the shot is good. Jones has got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. Passes it to Marshall. Ingram outside. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. Really left alone that time. McCollum's got 8 points.
And there's the steadiness to McCollum's game. He's going to contribute from deep almost every game. It's becoming a given.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's Williamson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Oh, here's Edwards. 8 points for him. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Loads it up for Williamson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Third team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
And that one misses.
And just a much better job
Taking
of
2 shots.
attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Harry Nance has checked in for Williamson. Trey Murphy comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Herbert Jones. Timberwolves also changing it up. McDaniels, he's checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Clock at 4. Low block shot on the way. And Nance puts it in. Nance has got his second bucket.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
Minnesota calls timeout. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Looking now at some numbers for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. And it's Nance in at the 5. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Towns. That shot misses. Good D by Williamson. McCollum left side. Conley against Nance. Over Conley. Another one falls for New Orleans.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Towns.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Pelicans shooting straight 49% from the field. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Conley. There's the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
The ability to get steals at the power forward position. Larry Nance, yes, I can do that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Oh, here's Edwards. 8 points for him. So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Pass to Nance. Now the dish to Jones. Oh, Nance in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, that's the nose for the basketball. Larry Nance, my goodness, what hops on that young guy.
Conley, the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Conley against McCollum. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Mike Conley.
Mike Conley continues to perform at a high level. Over a decade as a pro, still doing work.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. Over Reed. Tries to bank it in, but he misses. Conley, the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Jones against Conley. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Jones. Here's Williamson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Reed. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Cullen passes to Williamson. Left side, Nance. It's McCollum on the wing. Covered by Conley. Tries again. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 10 points in the game.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 11. Out to Edwards. Over Jones. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Here's McCollum. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Jones. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Mr. Fundamentals got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside, it's stolen by Nance. To the paint. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Mr. Fundamentals. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Hawkins checked in for McCullough. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these guys. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Mr. Fundamentals. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
That one goes in. Ingram's got 6.
Utilizing his crazy limb, Ingram has that 7'3" wingspan, and it helps him score over the defender.
Now here's Towns. 12 points for him. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them.
Pelicans leading by 10. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Towns is out there with Reed. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 3. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ingram. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Conley. And he jams it with authority.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And it's McCollum off the drive. And no good. Good work defensively by Conley. Now the Timberwolves with it. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by McCollum. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Reed.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
McCollum passes to Marshall. Dishes it to Jones. The 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Conley kicks to Towns. Passes it to Mr. Fundamentals. To the inside. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And slammed up by Ingram.
And how about the athleticism from Ingram? Really looking to tear the basket apart with these strong dunks.
Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Out to Edwards. Over Jones. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Edwards.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Here's Marshall. Reed with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Minnesota on D. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, on the night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
To the middle. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Rejected by Ingram. Towns with the steal. Conley with it. Now defended by McCullough. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop him.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Timberwolves trail by 9. The pass to Towns. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. They get it back. They shoot again. Shot by Mr. Fundamentals. No good. New Orleans leading by 9. It's Ingram on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
And here's Conley outside. It's good from long range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
New Orleans gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. McCollum finds Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Team foul.
And the first one drops. Larry Nance is checked in for New Orleans. He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail by 11. Edwards passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Pass to Ingram. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Mr. Fundamentals got rebound number 13 with that last one. Inside, it's stolen by Nance. In the corner, it's Ingram. From deep, and the three ball is good. Ingram's got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Towns. Clock at 6. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. McCollum passes to Nance. Kicks to Jones. McCollum outside. Ingram outside. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Mr. Fundamentals can't hit from in close. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Great D that time from Edwards.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. The feed to McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's McCollum. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the Valley.